Raul Jimenez objective is here, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to go over this objective, how you can unlock the 92, and then how you can use that 92 and go ahead and unlock, as you can see, a 94 overall. And it's a player pick option as well, which I will explain a little bit more shortly what that player pick is actually about, because there may be some confusion. Without further ado, boys, let's get into it. First of all, you've got quick through. Assist 4 through balls in squad battles on at least semi-pro difficulty, Rivals or FUT Champs. Now, if you are playing Rivals and FUT Champs, you'll probably get the through ball assist done naturally. If you are not sure on how to do a through ball, here is a little example. To perform a through ball assist, all you have to do is press triangle on the PlayStation. If you are on Xbox, then it would be Y, and all you gotta do is do the rest with the person you pass to and hope you score. Score 10 goals using Premier League players, once again squad battles, semi-pro, Rivals or FUT Champs. We've got Mexican FLAIR, which is score and assist using a Mexican player in 3 separate matches, and we've got win 8 squad battle matches on semi-pro, Rivals or FUT Champs, whilst having at least 3 Premier League players in your starting 11. So what I'm looking at right now is you want to get a Mexican attacker and just 3 other Premier League players. So if you head on over to your squad, now you might already have a Premier League players in your team. As you can see, I have got none. So first of all, search your club for Premier League players and just use, I think by now lots of us should have at least a few good Prem players. You've got Aubameyang, if you've done Mitrovic, you've got Emi, obviously you've got some cheaper team of the seasons there. If not, if you're on a new road to glory, you could simply just pick up a few from the market for very cheap, even if you just pick up some average gold rare cards. But search your club for the Premier League players. Where the big issue will lie is Mexico, but in my opinion, when it comes to these objectives, as long as you do it in squad battles on a relatively easy difficulty, and I will explain that a little bit further shortly towards the end of the video with the squad battles tip, but it should be pretty easy games. Therefore, I think it will be fine if you do use just a gold Jimenez to get the Mexican goals and assists in separate matches. He also counts towards Premier League players, so just get Jimenez gold in the team, 2 other Prem players, that's Mexican ticked off, and the 3 Prem players needed in your squad. Now, after you unlock the 92 Raul Jimenez, you can head on over to the level up your game 2 objectives, and as you can see, you've got score of finesse shot in 5 separate matches with 91 overall level up Raul Jimenez and exactly 5 Premier League players in your starting 11. Now, first of all, a finesse shot, if you're not sure, here is an example. To score a finesse shot, all you have to do is press down on the right bumper plus shoot. So R1 plus circle if you are on PlayStation, RB plus B if you are on Xbox. Very self-explanatory. Obviously, whilst pressing this, you are going to want to aim in the direction you want to shoot the ball. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I say tricky, it just kind of stumbles lots of people up, and I've had people, they did this last week with Werner, and I had lots of people saying that it was not counting, and they were just making this simple mistake. It says exactly 5 Premier League players in your starting 11. Jimenez will obviously count towards that, so you need the 92 overall Jimenez and exactly 4 other Premier League players in your starting 11. It would be fine if I were on the bench, but you can have only exactly 5 in the starting 11. You cannot have more. Okay, and the biggest mistake people made would, if I'd say, use, for this example, last week it was Werner, but for this example, would use Jimenez, right? People were using Jimenez and then 5 other Premier League players. That would mean it's 6 Prem players, therefore it wouldn't count. Jimenez, 4 other Prem players, and then you have to score a finesse shot in 5 separate matches. It doesn't look like that finesse shot has to be with Jimenez as well. Scoring a finesse shot in 5 separate matches with Jimenez and exactly 5 Prem players in your starting 11. Not sure, worded a little bit weirdly there, but I don't think you need to get it with them, but it'll just be best to just in case. Now, lots of people will be confused what this 1 of 3 action shot choice Raul Jimenez is, and trust me lads, do not worry, I was as well, because if we jump on over to the FUTBin, looks like FUTBin's bugging out a little bit there, just updating the dynamics, but with this Jimenez, as you can see, right, you've got 3 options of a 94 to choose from. About all the exact same card, you just get to choose which dynamic you want. For example, you've got this dynamic, nice, you got this dynamic. I feel like everyone's got to be choosing this dynamic, right? You got this one here. There's also a nice dynamic though, to be fair. Personally, I think this dynamic will be the personal favorite. It's a pretty nice one with the hook. It doesn't really mean anything. It's quite cool from EA. You get to choose the dynamic image. It's a pretty nice dynamic though. That's all of it. That's all that the player pick is. To end, we have got a squad battles tip, alright? Now, in my opinion, as I said at the beginning, personal preference if you want to do these in squad battles or rivals, but in my opinion, it makes the most sense to play the first 3 games in squad battles so you can get the goal and assist with your Jimenez or your Mexican player, and then obviously, assuming you got the other 2 Prem players, then you can go ahead and you can switch out, get the other 3 Prem players, and for the remaining 5 matches, you just need to win it with at least 3 Prem players. Obviously doing the other couple objectives, which are pretty easy, through ball assists, and there's another one, score 10 goals with Premier League players, which will be getting done with Jimenez anyway, right? So just lots of birds with one stone, if you will. But in my opinion, as I said, I'll play the first few. As soon as I've done the Mexican FLAIR objective, I'd go ahead and I would do the remainders in champs or rivals. But with the squad battles tip, lads, as you can see, you get given 4 teams every single selection, 2 pretty tough ones, 2 pretty easy ones. It's just a case of playing the really bad with teams, 55 rated for chemistry on semi-pro difficulty. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to absolutely batter this team, right? Semi-pro, really poor team, we should be able to batter them, alright? Now I will circle it, we have got an update opponents option, and you get this option every 10 to 15 minutes, which conveniently is about the time it takes to finish a game of FIFA. So you can play the worst team, refresh, play the worst team, refresh. Do not worry about going over the 40 match limit for the weekly squad battles as well. If you do surpass that limit, it will still count towards objective, it just means you will not get any more points towards your rank. But as I said, unlimited games towards your objectives, worst team, refresh, worst team, refresh. Obviously it's only semi-pro, so you could just do the 93 rated teams on semi-pro, but I would still recommend playing the worser ones because you'll be winning 10-15-0 every single match, making it incredibly easy to get the Mexican goals and assists. You don't want to go too high of a difficulty like world class, and in worst case missing out on an assist with him or something, and then you'll just have to do that whole game again. So that's just my opinion or recommendation anyway, just obviously depends on your skill level. And for the recap, lads, we have got the assist for through ball, score 10 goals with Prem players, score an assist using a Mexican player, and you have got win 8 matches whilst having at least 3 Prem players. Get Jimenez along with 2 other Premier League players in your squad, meaning you've got 3 Prem players, get the Mexican goal and assist. When you're done that, in those 3 separate matches, you should be left with 5 games to win with at least 3 Prem players. Then it's up to you to decide in which game mode you'll unlock a 92 overall Jimenez, where you can go ahead, go to the level up your game, and you can go into the squad battles again, or rivals and champs, and Jimenez along with 4 other Premier League players, meaning exactly 5 Prem players in your starting 11. You need to score a finesse shot in 5 of those separate matches. Then you can choose yourself your premium, well, not premium chemistry, but your upgraded 94 overall Jimenez, and you can choose the dynamic of your liking. Lads, any further questions, let me know. It's been your boy Davis, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.